Oh, I'm so sorry. I was just talking. I am so sorry. What I was talking about was I was working on my intro and my outro video music because I had to take down one of my videos because I could not use the music that I thought was okay to use. So I guess when you are a beginner, you have a lot to learn. So I've been working on that, and hopefully by the end of the day, I will have a outro video to play. Ugh, it's just a lot when you're first starting out, but at least I have most of it down as far as how to operate the video system, and as far as putting up my pictures and monitoring what I write on here. It's a lot, y'all, that goes into this. But on my screen, we have today is a case out in Florida, mm, 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 where there is a woman being convicted of serious sex crimes. And the header right here, per the NTD News, is that an Orlando, Florida woman was arrested for giving child sexual abuse material of her 12-year-old daughter to her boyfriend, who's already in jail for filming himself having sex with that child, her child. She sent him over 40 pictures of the child before the email was flagged and investigated. And it goes on to say that the Florida woman is accused of the horrific child exploitation crimes, Taylor Michelle Dorsey, who is 33, of Ocoa, Florida, is facing 8 felony charges after investigators say she sexually abused a child, created explicit materials, and shared them with a convicted child predator in federal prison, which is her boyfriend, and the victim is her child. The Florida Attorney General's office says that the case began with a cyber tip from the National Center of Missing and Exploited Children after Yahoo flagged uploads of child sexual abuse material. The FDLE agents arrested Dorsey on December the 10th following a search warrant at her home. She remains held without bond in Orange County Jail. And prosecutors warned more charges could follow. Attorney General James Othmeyer called the allegations gut wrenching and vowed zero tolerance for such crimes in Florida. This is a very egregious crime, very egregious. And I feel so bad for her daughter. My heart goes out to her daughter for having a mom like this, a very evil mom who cared nothing about her outside the pleasure of her PDF boyfriend, which is pictured down in the video in the bubble right next to her. And it goes on to say that the Florida woman allegedly sexually abused a child, created explicit materials, and shared them with a convicted predator in federal prison, according to the Florida Attorney General James Othmeyer. The Florida Attorney General Office announced on December 16th that 33-year-old Taylor Michelle Dorsey faces 8 felonies, including promoting sexual performance of a child, lewd and lascivious molestation, child abuse, child neglect, 4 counts of possession of child sexual abuse materials. Investigators say that the case began when a cyber tip from the National Center of Missing and Exploited Children was reported, as I earlier reported. And she is being held, as they say, without bail. And this is a very scary case of, Lord, a mother choosing a man over her child, but it's it's not only that, it just speaks to who she is as a person. She's a demon who had a child, I feel, only to be able to abuse them and hurt people. And she was probably abused herself. And this is something that more than likely she thinks is very normal, and it is not. He's a monster, and I hope they put him under the jail. I hope they tell his prison friends what he's been doing. And I hope that when she makes it in jail, that she succumbs to the same type of neglect and evilness that she put upon her child. I just can't understand that she would do this to her daughter, 12 years old. He abused her daughter and she also abused her daughter. I don't know. I pray for help to come over her in the most strongest way. I pray for her recovery. Oh, she's going to need a whole lot because this is very hurtful to hear. She's going to go through a lot. She already has been traumatized in the worst way you could be traumatized by somebody that's supposed to protect you and love you. And they allow for a monster to take advantage of you. This is one of those cases that you don't, well, some people will want to be a part of because you want to be able to convict them. But this is one of those situations where your heart just goes out to the 12-year-old, her 12-year-old daughter. And of course, she's a minor, so they're not going to put up any pictures. They don't need to because she's going through enough. She's going to have a lifetime of needing therapy, of course, immense, intense therapy. Because when you are betrayed by someone that is supposed to love you and they don't protect you from the predator that abused you, that is a lot on your psyche and it can do a lot to you. And she's going to need all the help and all the prayers that she can get. And I'm glad that she is away from these two monsters, her own mom and her mom's boyfriend, who smexually abused her and who are monsters. And I just think that this is one of those cases where they deserve to be under the jail. And I hope they prosecute her to the furthest extent of the law. And he's already in jail. He's already a felon. He's already been convicted. And she's just feeding a monster. That's all she did with her daughter. She fed the monster her child. It is so unfortunate. And it's a good thing that Yahoo caught this on their CSAM. It's called the CSAM files. And the National Center of Missing and Exploited Children both teamed up together and they investigated this. And I could just imagine how they reacted when they saw what was happening. And no telling how long this was going on before she got bold enough to start posting stuff to him to feed this monster videos and pictures. Well, not videos, but mainly pictures of her daughter. But we'll find out more once they do the house raid, if there are videos and if there are other victims. I wish these two nothing but the worst. They don't deserve another heir. What they did to that 12-year-old was monstrous and very lascivious and egregious and gross. But that's what I wanted to report on today, you guys. Give me your opinions in the comments. Be sure to like and subscribe. And I will see you soon. Bye.